I am Shawnya. I am a mother of 4 and I'm 37. I had 2 brothers. One lived with my grandma. My other was a very abusive, broken brother who went through a lot of trauma. It came a point when my brother was just so abusive. I remember one day looking in the mirror and just asking for Satan to take over me. I was tired of caring. I was tired of loving. And I believe that was a time when I went through my addiction. I get pregnant and ends up being twins. And me and God talk about it, and we walk, and we have a moment again, and he tells me that he will make a way for us. I had to give myself to him. I didn't know what that looked like yet. So I started living by myself, and then through this, I relapsed 5 times. And I know it isn't right. I know that that's not what God wants for me and my daughters. And I pray, and some people come to me in different varieties telling me to go to Helping Hands, and I was like, if I do and I use, I'm gonna lose my kids. I'm gonna lose my kids. And I stay good for a while and I go back, like, how do I know I'm gonna do it? And yet I cried. I remember walking through the doors of Helping Hands in the home, and that was all this space for me and my children just to learn Christ and to know Christ. And I didn't know what it looked like, but it was, everything 4 years prior has come into this spot, and it was a blessing. And I ended up getting sober. And I haven't used in over a year. Quit cigarettes. But along the way, my son was murdered. But Helping Hands helped me get through it. And I held on to God. I know my son got saved 6 weeks before he was murdered in November of 2018. But I seen a change in my son like I seen a change in myself. I just thank God that God was present with me, and that Helping Hands has provided such a broken person as myself to figure out what Jesus really looked like and all the sin and all the ugliness, and help me transform my mind to where I'm no longer on psych meds. I don't smoke cigarettes, and I have an intimate relationship with Christ. And even though, like my son dying, my son got saved from watching me change there. He watched Christ in my life. And now I just continue to walk by faith, and Helping Hands continue to, my job, they just helped me with the job, and they've helped me to learn what is safe for my kids, what is Christ-like, what am I in purity in God, has been a blessing. And, my mom now has reunited us. She comes over the weekends so I can work weekends with my daughters, and, I give back to her, and she gives to me. And when I was walking homeless after that revelation with God, I remember God telling me, Shawnya, I'm going to provide back with you that selling drugs and stripping could never do. And if you would just trust me. And I remember asking God, like, how is that possible? The other day I was sitting there, and I'm struggling with the food stand, but I just remember, like, my daughters have everything they need. And it's not just from Helping Hands, it's from the people we meet, the people that we come through in community together. And it's all of us as a church together, providing for each other, giving back where one lacks and the other needs. And we have an abundance of each other. It's Helping Hands. It's Helping Hands, never judging me and knowing what they feel in their heart, that Christ said, step back and give her time. And it saved my life. And I thank them for that.